Welcome to the Virtual College Exportation for Indiana Students, sponsored by the Indiana Association for College Admissions Counseling and StriveScan. Thank you for joining us today. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many sessions happening, so be sure to check out the full schedule at InACAC.org. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at the same site, InACAC.org. I'll now like to turn it over to our presenters.
Thank you, Stefan, for that introduction. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the presentation presented to you by the University of Illinois at Chicago. My name is Stella Wong. I'm the Senior Admissions Counselor here at UIC, and I work with all the students and family from Indiana, so really nice to meet you all today here virtually at our fair. Although I wish we can see each other physically, but during this virtual setting, I still hope that I can bring you a lot of information and engage with you through your questions if you have any. All right, let's get it started. So in the next 30 minutes or so, I will walk you through an overview of what the University of Illinois at Chicago is in terms of academics, campus culture, our commitment. Then I will walk you through a more technical side of things in terms of the application process, paying for college. And in the end, I hope I will have about 5 to 10 minutes with you all if you have any questions that I can help answer. Normally, we would follow yearly this kind of presentation with a tour. Of course, with the COVID, we were unable to do that. However, if you go to our website, discover.uic.edu, we have a great virtual tour comprising of photos and videos for you to check out our campus. So let's talk about the University of Illinois at Chicago. Let's start by our location. I understand you all are from the state of Indiana. So granted, some of you might visit Chicago or some may not, but I still want to take a moment to talk about our location. UIC, in short of University of Illinois Chicago, is the largest public research institution in the Chicagoland area. And as you can see here from our beautiful pictures, we're just 2 miles short away from the downtown of Chicago. So from the robust and strong activities in our financial district and theater district, our students have an advantage to access that at the comfort of our own campus near the Loop area. And as we often like to say that Chicago is really our students' backyard for academic research and professional exploration, and of course, leisurely exploring the city as well. Going in a little bit more in detail about UIC's location, you can see from this map here, that can give you a better idea of our campus. In the highlighted red area, that's our UIC's East Campus. And for you all as incoming college students, this will be where you spend most of your time. All you can think of, right, for your college life, library, dining hall, dorms, academic buildings, offices for financial aid, career services can all be found in our East Campus. 2 other campuses not being pictured here are our South Campus and West Campus. West Campus is known as the Illinois Medical District. Our famous Rush Hospital, VA Hospital are located in that district. If you're someone interested in nursing or medicine, biology, things of that nature, you will spend most of your time in our West Campus as well to learn about those classes and doing research there. And South Campus is our campus that's more geared towards our athletic trainings, student athletes, and arenas. And it's located between 2 famous neighborhoods, between Maxwell and Pilsen in Chicago. And once again, I just want to bring our attention to UIC's advantaged location for the city of Chicago. As you can see here, the Blue Line and other city transit system connects our campus with Chicago's most robust financial, business, political, and artistic activities going around town. And for those of you who visited Chicago before, you would notice the famous Lake Michigan, the beautiful Lakeshore Drive. They are all just a really short drive away from our campus. And one good thing I want to highlight for you all as our incoming UIC students is that included in your student fees, you will get discounted tickets for sports events happening around town, and also free CTA passes, including bus and subway system for you to go explore the city for your academic pursuits, professional development, and of course, leisurely activities. All right. Moving on to the next section of the webinar is called Access to Excellence. This section is really talking about UIC's commitment to provide a world-class education to you all from an affordable and accessible way. And our mission is corroborated by several great premier national and world rankings. US News and World Report ranked us as the number 52 in the whole nation as the best public colleges. And Wall Street Journal ranked UIC as the top 10 best value. What it means really is that I'd like to borrow Money Magazine's word for this section, is that when you come to UIC to invest your energy, your time, your money for a college degree, you will get the best bang for the buck, right? You will have the most transformative educational experiences here at UIC. And the next section, we're still talking about academics. More in detail, I would like to lay out what academic offerings we have here at UIC. We have more than 16 academic colleges with more than 86 majors for you to choose from. And many of them are the nationally ranked and world-class recognized majors, including public health, engineering, computer science, business, humanities, public health, so on and so forth. And at UIC, we also have a feature called Pre-Professional Go, which is to help you all come in and declare something that you might be interested in doing and becoming a professional at, and we at the college will help you build up a team and a course plan to help you succeed that professional goal. Some of our pre-professional goals include pre-dentistry, pre-medicine, pre-law, pre-nursing, things of that nature. We also have a lot of upper division programs, so this might be applicable for some of you freshmen in the chat or the transfer students. Upper division programs are the programs such as health information management or nursing that only allow junior and senior standing students to declare as a major. All right, and this next section, I just want to take a little bit of time to talk about our size. For those of you who remember how I began the webinar, you will remember that UIC is the largest public research institution in the land of Chicago. So for those of you all who might come from a smaller size of high school, you might feel a little overwhelmed, right, by the sheer size of our university. And granted, UIC is very large. We have more than 21,000 undergraduate students at our campus right now. However, I want to assure you that by coming to UIC, you will still get that kind of individualized attention that you deserve for your academic journey. 80% of our classes have under 50 students, and 35% of our classes have under 20 students. Our students to faculty ratio is 19:1. So what that means is really, even when you in a larger class such as biology or psychology, you will still have the time and opportunity to raise your hand, to ask your question, to share your findings with your group and your professor, and to drop by your professor's offices to ask your questions, to discuss your course plan, things of that nature. So at a big university offering so many great things, that kind of personal touch is not lost here. And the next section of the webinar is called Inspired Discovery. I know it sounds like kind of aloof, right? You might think, oh, what does that mean? That simply means who we are and what we believe in, because we strongly believe in that you are coming to UIC to study, to learn from the world-class professors and programs, but also we strongly believe that you as a student bring in a wealth of knowledge that you can share with the community and the world. And how you do that is through one of our strong identities as a research institution. UIC is ranked the top 200 as the Carnegie Mellon Research Level 1 institution. Now, I went to graduate school to study higher education. I studied colleges for my graduate degree. So I know for a fact there are more than 4,000 colleges and universities around the world. So for UIC to be ranked top 200 as the research level 1 institution really tells you a lot how many great cutting edge research we're producing for the community and for the world. And last year alone, we were awarded $400 million for our faculty and their labs and our students to produce this kind of research. And a very timely example I always like to give is we're in this global pandemic called COVID-19. And UIC is actually the one who researched and piloted the saliva-based testing to be used at UIC across Illinois and across the nation as well. So just an example for you to really see, right, what UIC, how UIC is committed towards research and how great we're at it. And for you all who, like me, I studied sociology in undergrad. So when I think of research, I might think, oh, Stella, is this applicable to me? And let me assure you it is, because research means more than looking at a microscope in a lab coat with goggles, right? Through our liberal arts and sciences college research grant, each student can present their ideas to a panel of academics and professionals, and students might get awarded up to $2,500 to either start your own research or join an existing team. And those research topics ranged from disciplines including sociology, humanities, business, things of that nature. So research can look very different and diverse in this sense. And of course, for our students who are interested in biology, chemistry, or things of that nature, we have great resources available as well. Two of the major renovations we just have, including Innovation Center and Electronic Visualization Lab. In the Innovation Center, students have the opportunity to research in collaboration with Caterpillar, right? So it's great innovation to test out your engineering, your business ideas in our Innovation Center. And at our electronic visualization lab is what you can see here in my screen, right? A group of people are in this immersed, enlarged laboratory environment with their 3D goggles on. And at this electronic visualization lab, you all as students can walk in there and be immersed once again with the screen to view, for example, an enlarged brain cell to help with your general biology course. So at UIC, we offer the opportunities financially and in facility, of course, in addition to faculty resources to help you to test out your research ideas. And the next section, I want to talk about experience diversity. Rather, I personally like to tell it as the campus culture, because I believe that you all are looking for your next phase of college career. In addition to academics, you're also looking for the college home, right? You're looking for a place that you feel welcomed, valued, and celebrated. And UIC, I believe, is the place for many of people, hopefully including you. UIC is constantly ranked as the top most diverse campuses in the nation. That including many rankings such as US News and World Report, top 5, and premier campus for LGBTQ+A students. And also I want to bring out that when we talk about diversity, I'm talking more about what I mentioned, right? The ethnic, racial, and sexuality diversities. We're also talking about the diverse walks of lives our students and community come from, including socioeconomic backgrounds, religious backgrounds, many different walks of lives, and more data to showcase that, including 40% of our students are first generation. There are more than 50 languages being spoken on our campus. So it's a really inclusive environment in many different senses, in a very vibrant and diverse city and campus. And the next session is called Transforming Lives. Really, what this is about is to tell you a little bit more about what UIC is all about. UIC's mission, due to our advantage location, we have this commitment towards social good. We are committed to cultivating and nurturing the next generation of student leaders who's interested in giving back and to be engaged with their communities. In addition to that, we have tons of virtual opportunities, right? We offer more than 400 student clubs on our campus, ranging from Greek life, study abroad, volunteering, debates, academic, professional, things of that nature. So from all those resources, UIC is really trying to create an atmosphere for you to shine academically, professionally, and civically as a leader. Now we're through all the good points, right? All the highlights of UIC. I hope that you find it exciting. Now you might think to yourself, how to apply. So technically, moving on to the technical part. As a first-year student for this upcoming cycle to apply for fall 2021 or spring 2021, UIC would need the following materials from you: application, common application, application fee or fee waiver, official transcripts from your high school, personal statement. Those are 4 required materials. Now we're waiving the test scores, ACT, SAT scores as optional, and how we view our transcripts and your application is really through a holistic approach, meaning that all the things I mentioned, if they're optional, it's great if you submit that to strengthen your application. However, if you do not submit the test scores or lack of recommendations, that's okay too, because we take everything into consideration, including your GPA, the strength of your curriculum, and other things as well. And for deadline, if you are a senior listening to this webinar, I really encourage you to apply by November 1st. That is the early action deadline. If you apply by that time, you will hear from us by December 1st with admissions decision. If you miss that, that's fine too. Their regular decision regular decision application time is February 1st. And if you apply by December 1st, you will be meeting the deadline for GPPA, Honors College, and other priority scholarship programs as well. And if you're a transfer student in this webinar, what we need from you in terms of application include UIC web application, application fee or fee waiver, and official transcripts. Now for transfer students, things might be a little different than our first year students because we take into account more of your required coursework by each program and your minimum hours you have completed, and also your personal statement. And for transfer students in the chat from Indiana, I recommend to you these 2 resources for you to use. First being UIC Transferology Lab video on YouTube. The second is Transferology website. Those 2 are great resources for you to figure out how your courses might transfer. And of course, if you type in the website transfer.uic.edu, you will see more resources as well. And for transfer students, if you are interested in spring admission, you will have to apply by tomorrow, which is really soon, October 15th. If you're interested in fall 2021 admissions as a transfer student, your deadline is April 1st. Please know that not all programs have spring openings, and generally for our nursing program, it has an earlier deadline than most of the programs. For nursing fall 2021 admissions, you need to apply by January 15th to be considered. Excuse me. The next but not least part, we're going to talk about paying for college, because it's very important, as we mentioned earlier, for you to invest your time and energy and financial resources. So let's talk about how much it will cost for you to attend UIC. On this slide, you will see the cost, including tuition and other applicable charges. On the left side hand, if you are a non-Illinois resident, the tuition you're looking at will be around $17,000. That's how much you will be paying. On the right side hand, if you're considering living on campus, those are charges that might be applicable to you, including campus housing, about $8,000, and health insurance, about $1,300. Now, if you don't think that you will need that from the campus, that's totally fine. Most of those charges, including meal plan of $3,000, as I like to tell my students, are really optional and individualized, right? If you do not need that, then you will not be paying that amount. And of course, you know, probably you will not need 3,000 personal expenses if you your lifestyle is more modest than that. So really the cost is very individualized based on your individual scenario. And on this slide, I would like to tell you all about the financial aid that's available to you as incoming UIC student. So first, let's look at the need-based scholarship on the left side. So I encourage you all to file FAFSA as early as possible and include UIC as a designation school for you. After that, the school and the government will assess your needs and see how they can support you financially from a need standpoint. And the right side hand, we also have merit-based scholarships, which I will talk a little bit more in the next slide. And merit-based, what that really means is that those are the scholarships money that are given to you based on your qualifications and accomplishments. And those are the money that you do not need to pay back for. One really great thing I love about UIC application is that when you apply for admissions, you are automatically considered for scholarships, so that you do not need to file any other separate scholarship applications to be considered for all the scholarships. In addition to need-based and merit-based scholarships, there are other types of funding sources, including student employment, grants, and loans. And this slide outlays some of the highlight of our scholarships. For you all as out-of-state student, what will be really applicable for you is the Merit Tuition Award. That award, like I mentioned before, will be automatically, you will be automatically considered for that. And that award will be given out based on the competitive accomplishments and qualification of yours, including GPA, extracurricular, and other considerations. With that Merit Tuition Award, your cost to attend will be reduced by $8,000 a year. And one good thing about UIC on cost I forgot to mention earlier is that we are offering locked tuition, meaning that our tuition will not increase in the 4 years or 5 years that you for duration of your undergrad study. That's all I have. Once again, I really wish that my information on UIC found you inspired and motivated, and you find UIC to be your next college home for the next 4 or 5 years. And I want to leave you all with the mission the UIC mission read, to create knowledge that transforms our views of the world, and through sharing and application, transform the world. Thank you all for joining me today, virtually today, to learn a little bit about UIC. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me or go to our website to connect with an admissions counselor. Our website and email address are all laid out on this PowerPoint. This is the end of the presentation. I will take questions from here, but if you do not have any more questions, once again, thank you all for joining me today. Hey, Stefan, I'm not sure if you're talking right now, but you're muted.
Thank you everyone for joining us today. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We appreciate any feedback you can provide. Also, this was just one of many sessions being hosted, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions at InACAC.org. In about a week or so, you'll be able to find this session's recording, as well as other session recordings at InACAC.org. Thank you.
Thank you so much for moderating this. Nice meeting you, Stefan.
Nice meeting you too. Great presentation.
Thank you. Thank you. Turn my video on. Thank you. See you around.
All right, see ya. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.